What if, with a snap of the fingers, half the world's population disappeared gone, randomly? In a single second, no warning, no time to prepare. Just 4 billion people vanished. How would our planet react? How would you survive the aftermath? Let's find out step by step what would really happen. If half of humanity vanished overnight, the initial moment would be total chaos. Planes in midair lose their pilots, trains, buses, subways and cars suddenly run driverless. Hospitals lose half their doctors and patients in the blink of an eye. Critical infrastructure from nuclear plants to air traffic control suddenly has massive staff shortages. Some places might experience disasters, plane crashes, factory fires, even chemical spills triggered by that sudden absence of people. Imagine Newark, Paris, or Beijing overnight. Streets go silent, apartment lights flicker off. Millions of homes are left empty, some entire neighborhoods vanish. Schools lose half their students and teachers. Pets and livestock are abandoned in homes and farms, waiting for people who'll never return. With half of all drivers, operators, and logistics coordinators gone, transport grinds to a halt. Cargo ships sit empty, trains stop on the tracks, and flights are canceled worldwide. Supermarket shelves are emptied in days, panic buying explodes as everyone scrambles for essentials. Medical supplies and food become scarce, and prices skyrocket. Just-in-time supply chains, once the backbone of the global economy, collapse in hours. World GDP would plummet by up to 50%. Stock markets would crash. Banks face runs. Businesses of all sizes are thrown into crisis. Factories close. Farms can't be harvested. And many companies go bankrupt overnight. Governments are forced to step in, introducing rationing, price controls, and emergency stimulus if they're still functioning at all. Every survivor loses friends, family, co-workers. Grief is universal. Children become orphans, the elderly lose caretakers, and entire communities are shattered. Funerals and memorials are held everywhere. Mental health crises soar. PTSD, anxiety, and depression become everyday struggles. Religious and philosophical questions explode. People look for meaning or blame fate, science, or even the supernatural. World leaders vanish. Cabinets, parliaments, and local governments lose half their members. Some countries or cities are hit harder, creating huge imbalances. Power vacuums, local conflicts, or even new alliances emerge. Some governments might collapse. Others merge. Military balance of power is upended. Nuclear-armed nations may suddenly lack key personnel. With half as many people, traffic jams and air pollution vanish almost overnight. Factories run at half capacity or less. CO emissions, noise, and waste all drop sharply. Wild animals creep back into parks and cities. Wolves, deer, even bears. Nature reclaims abandoned places. As seen in cities after disasters like Chernobyl or Pripyat, the internet, phone networks, and media all struggle with staffing shortages. Fake news, rumors, and conspiracy theories spread as people search for answers. But with fewer users, networks become less congested if infrastructure is maintained. Communities must reorganize. Survivors band together, sharing resources and forming new families, businesses, and local governments. Some cities shrink or are abandoned as people move to where there are jobs, resources, or simply more people. Empty homes are reclaimed, and urban farming explodes as survivors take over abandoned land. Society may become less crowded, but more tightly knit. Survivors share the trauma, but also the chance to rebuild. With more resources per person, some things may improve: higher wages, more available housing, less competition. But the psychological scars and population loss would echo for generations. Global culture, art, and even technology would reflect the collective trauma and the challenge of rebuilding. The world would never be the same, emptier, but also full of new challenges and unexpected opportunities. How we recover, unite, and adapt would define the next chapter of humanity.